Started. My name is Thomas Ma. I'm a sanctioned teacher of the Pachacuti Mesa tradition under the auspices of the Heart of the Healer Foundation. I live here in Vermont, 7 miles from the Canadian border, where it's very snowy and icy and windy tonight. So it's wonderful to see you all. And what's really a treat for me is a lot of your faces are new for me, which is wonderful. Most of you I have not, I think, ever met before. A few I have, but like you, Jenny. Um, but it's wonderful to see all your faces. So, as I said, I'm going to get started. And the first thing I'm going to do is help us just transition to being here, to do this beautiful work tonight. And I'm going to actually read a very short poem to you in service of that I often read to my students in the apprenticeship, the first level apprenticeship. And this little poem is called "The Peace of Wild Things" by Wendell Berry. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rest in the beauty on the water, and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things, who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world, and I am free. So, with that message in mind, because as many of you know, there is great peace to be found in nature among the wild things. So, I'm going to invite you to please just close your eyes and just soften for a moment with your breathing and listen to my words as we just kind of shake off all of the stress, all the busyness, all of the challenges today. Take a couple of deep breaths. And let that out. And along the lines of the message from this poem, I invite you, as you go deep into yourself and quiet yourself, to allow yourself to go someplace in nature, a place where you can find the stillness of water, the beauty of sunlight, on morning rays, or just as the night is coming and the moon and the sun are in their beautiful dance with each other. And feel the fresh air of the outdoors. Allow yourself to just bask in the nature of wild things, held in complete stillness, with calmness and peace growing within you, spreading from your heart all through your body. And with every in-breath, letting that clean, fresh air of nature circulate throughout your body. And anywhere there is tension or stress, on your exhalation, let that go. Let that out. Allow yourself to be here in the present moment, in the now, stepping away from all of the day's challenges, all of the busyness, centering yourself in preparation for this beautiful healing field that we will co-create together in service of healing others and parts of our planet herself. So just take a moment to step into that peace, to be here now, present, ready to do this important, beautiful work together. Now, doing your best to hold on to that stillness in you, I'm going to lead you through a couple of different breathing exercises. The first exercise, as many of you who have been through the apprenticeship of the Pachacuti Mesa tradition will recognize as Kaipacha breath work. This is the breath work where we bring in Kanchai energy from the Hanak Pacha and we bring up Kaosai energy from below. But it's been a while since I've done this, so I've got to remember that we need to activate and open our mesas before I move in to this beautiful breath work to gather our energy and make a beautiful pool of energy to send out for healing. So with that in mind, if you are sitting at your mesa, wonderful. If not, use your inspirational creative imagery to simply see yourself at your mesa. And let us open each of the 5 directions. What I'm going to do is just do, especially for those who may be newer to this practice, because again, many of you are new to me, I'll do a really quick little review of some of the various characters or aspects of each of the directions. And then we will intone the direction, each of the 5, 3 times each all at once instead of breaking it up. So we will start in a moment in the south with Pachamama. So again, this is the place of earth, of rock, of her bones, of the Mother Earth, Gia. It is the portal that is protected by the boa constrictor and the anaconda and all of the creepy crawling things that have direct contact with earth. The medicine in this direction of the south is Kaosai energy, which heals physical issues and challenges. And one of the attributes to this direction is Lankai, which is right action. So as we intone the direction of Pachamama 3 times, we're asking the guardians of this portal to open that and allow us to access the encantos, the wild energies associated with these various descriptions I've just given you. So inhale, please. Pachamama. 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 Now moving in a clockwise direction to the west, to Mama Kia, a place of the waters, of the oceans, of the rivers, of the streams, of the ponds, the lagoons. The element here, of course, being water. The medicine here being Sami Sonkai, healing energy for the heart. The guardians to the portal of this area is the whale and the dolphin. So as we invoke Mama Kia, we're thinking of the waters and we're asking these guardians to open that portal to us to access the energies associated with this direction. So inhale. Mama Kia. Mom Kia. Ma, ma, Kia. And before leaving Mama Kia, of course, the attribute associated here is Munai, unconditional love. Moving clockwise to the north to medicine of Panchai for healing our disconnection between ourselves and the spirit realm. The guardians to this portal being the eagle and the condor. The attribute associated this being Yuyai, spirit. So we will call in now, asking the guardians to open the portal to this to allow the element of air and wind to come into our mesas and liven up our artes. Inhale. We ko cha. We ko cha. We ko cha. Beautiful. Moving to the east, Inti Taita, Father Sun. The energy here being Sami Umai for higher mind, the area of intelligence, of mental conditions. The Puma, the big cats being the guardians to this portal, allowing us to open this when we evoke Inti in this direction, with Yachai being the attribute which is associated with wisdom. Let us inhale. T N T N T, and completing our clockwise spiral, coming into the center to the rainbow tribe where a Mizurumi sits. The medicine here being Iai Nunai, medicine that helps to restore our original soul's purpose for being reincarnated at this time in our life's journey on Pachamama. The llama and the alpaca being the incredible examples of service, stand as the guardians to this portal. And when we invoke Quichi, we're inviting them to open the energy of this portal in the center of our mesas and helping to further activate our sacred ground. Inhale. Quichi. 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 Beautiful. And if you are at your mesa and you haven't already and you'd like to light your Reese candle as the final step in activating your sacred ground, please do so. And again, even if you're not at your mesa, you can use your creative imagination to see yourself lighting a candle to bring in that light of Inti into your mesa. Now, having gone through the 5 directions, going back to those 5 attributes, we have completed, when we bring those attributes into a full sentence, that concept of right action born out of compassionate, spiritual, wisdom unites. And that's part of what we're going to do this evening. We're going to participate in right action from our compassionate hearts, infused by spirit and wisdom, uniting us all together in this beautiful healing process. So going back to where I inadvertently started with the breath work to prepare you to further bring in this beautiful energy for our healing work together tonight. Again, I invite you to center yourself and to go inwards with your eyes closed. And we will be doing the Kaipacha breath work, starting with focusing on the crown of your head and that place on the top of your head, which when you were born were these plates where your skull had not quite fused and come together yet, was this soft place. Some theorize that this is the place the moment you're born that your soul enters your body. But this is the area I want you to focus on, to soften it and open it in order to begin to receive that Saiwa shaft of golden yellow, sometimes silver light from the heavenly realms of the Pacha. This light being referred to as Kanchai. Feel yourself pulling down Kanchai through this Saiwa shaft of light, beaming down from the heavens into that place that you are softening and opening to receive the warm, healing, invigorating energy. Feel that energy strengthening and entering through the top of your head, moving down to the back of your head, to your neck, across your shoulders, into the area of your spine, and cooling itself around the area of your heart chakra area. Continue to allow this light from the above to enter into you, warming you, raising your vibrations, joining in with your breath, becoming a part of every cell of your being, warming, opening, raising your vibration, allowing it to swirl and pool around your chest, your lungs, your heart. And while you continue to allow that process to keep building, keep allowing that light in from the above, I want you to now momentarily shift your attention to your feet and open the soles of your feet. Imagine little portals, pores opening your hands, your palms, and in your feet, and pulling and calling up from the earth, Kausai medicine, bringing up this beautiful life supportive medicine from Pachamama, from Mama Gia, pulling this up from the earth and allowing this beautiful, warm, soft, supportive medicine coming up into your body through your feet and your palms, moving up past your ankles, up through your calves, past your knees, up through your thighs, into the area of your root chakra, and then moving up towards your diaphragm, where this energy begins to also pool. And in your wisdom, you are aware that when you consciously bring together these two beautiful energies, Kanchai energy from the Hanakpacha and Kausai energy from the earth below, from the Ukapacha, where these meet in the center, which is now the area of your heart. These energies are flowing together, swirling together, and they create Sami energy, a very effervescent, life animating, life affirming medicine. Allow that flow from both of those directions to continue to fill your area of your heart center, moving out to your takpo, your energetic bubble around you, infusing your sombra, infusing the area of this bubble, this energy field that exists with you and moves with you at all times. Allow these energies to swirl, to come together, and to create that beautiful energy of Sami. Feeling that effervescent bubbling, feeling the tingling, seeing sometimes the colors of silver or purple, gold, and allowing that energy to continue to build. And in a few moments, what I'm going to ask you to do is to begin to focus. Now that we have created this beautiful resonant field between all of us, where time and physical boundaries have no limits. It is as if we are all sitting together in the same cave or around the same fire or the same room. There is no limit. There are no boundaries. Our energies are blending and building and coalescing, co-creating this beautiful resonant field from the energies that we are pulling in consciously and accumulating and gathering. So in a few moments, I'm going to ask you to begin using intentionally and lovingly your breath through what we know as a fukui, which is a forceful breath out, a in a few moments, I'll begin to ask you to release some of this stormy energy that we have gathered here together and direct it anywhere in the world that you are presently aware of is in need of support, of some healing, of some shift, of some change. This could be an ice area, either in the northern or southernmost spheres of the world. It could be the ravaged fired lands of the South California area that is now beginning its healing process from the rains that have been brought in. It can be a part of the rainforest or the jungles in Peru or Brazil, could be forest in Russia, any place, any aspect of this matrix of life in the Kaipacha, the place where we are now, where we have the opportunity to bring balance through our intentional ceremonial work together. Begin to now fukui, gently or forcefully, whatever way you are called from your place in this sacred circle, fukui out that Sami energy at least 3 times, more if you feel called to, with intention to this place that you want to see healed in the world. Begin to release that energy now. Beautiful. Even if you weren't certain and couldn't find a focus for a particular area of the matrix of life in the Kaipacha that you felt called to heal, just know all you need to do is to release that energy, and the collective wisdom and consciousness of spirit knows exactly where that energy needed to go, and that it went there and did its piece, its part, its work in helping to create that shift that needs to occur to bring things back into balance. Just know that, because you are incredibly beautiful, powerful light workers. And when you join together like we are this evening in sacred ceremony and call in these beautiful energies that are our allies and our co-creators, the possibilities are unlimitless. Just know that. Just breathe into your faith and your understanding of how supported we are by the unseen realms and how responsive they are to our prayers, especially in a collective, sacred, ceremonial forum such as we are creating here together tonight. So thank you for whatever healing you have sent out to bring something back into alignment, into balance, to shift towards greater healing and wholeness and returning to its purpose as a fiber, as a piece of this matrix of the Kaipacha that we all share and live in together. Thank you for your service in that work. And now, just for a few moments, without losing your focus and your intention, return to your awareness of pulling in that Kanchai light through that Saiwa shaft down from the heavens, again replenishing and rebuilding your capacity of that energy that you're drawing in, as well as that energy of Kausai from the Ukapacha, from the earth herself, bringing that along with the Kancha energy towards your center, towards your heart chakra area, allowing again these energies to build for that bubbly, light, effervescent energy to expand again once around your own heart chakra out into your pakpo, filling your energetic bubble that surrounds your physical body, filling your stombra, which is that beautiful reflection of yourself energetically, that part that you send out for journey work, for healing work, for tapping into the incredible realms of the conscious and unconscious worlds, the unseen realms, the encantos. Allow this energy to bubble and move into you in all of those areas, physical and energetically around you. And as we have been taught again in the first apprenticeship stage of this beautiful tradition, for doing individual healing, one can turn to their Purun Ilia, which sits in the south of your mesa. Having someone, or perhaps more than one person or individual or animal, anything outside of yourself. As Don Oscar, I remember recently hearing him once say, shamanism was really born by two-leggeds. In that first moment, there was an impulse to do something in regards to supporting or healing something greater than ourselves. That very first moment that two-leggeds felt an impulse to heal, to support, to reach out to some other living thing outside of them, that was the true birthing, the beginning of shamanism amongst humans. And as light workers of this tradition, you are all healers and have the ability and the capacity through these energies that you have called in and we have collectively gathered into this sacred circle, which multiplies it many times over. We have this energy to share in support and healing of another. Again, it can be a starfish, it can be another human, it can be an animal, it can be a bird, but allow yourself to focus now and using your Purun Ilya if you have one, again, if not physically, seeing it in your right hand, holding it, and sending your Purun Ilya out to do the healing work of whatever you are feeling called to be in service to tonight, to release this beautiful energy that we have gathered together here. I will just rattle in support. You are certainly free to sing or rattle or drum or just sit silently as you send your energy out from your physical body and your energetic pepto to whatever or whoever you feel needs to be healed. And because this session is being taped tonight, I am not going to ask that you unmute and speak the name. Just know that while muted, you can speak the name silently in your mind's eye or out loud as you want. And either way, it'll be heard. And the energy will travel right where it needs to be. But in protection of people's privacy, we won't unmute and we won't speak names into the circle. We will just do that in an unmuted fashion. So please, beautiful light workers, send out this energy in support of healing someone or some other. Beautiful. Thank you so much for your service. So you may return your prunelia to its proper place, snapping your fingers over it to seal the work. Take a moment for yourself in silence to give thanks for any and all of the allies, the unseen realms that have supported this energetic work that you have done this evening. And then bring your focus back to your own physical vessel, allowing yourself to shut down those portals in your soles of your feet and the palms of your hand. Close down that opening in your crown, allowing those beautiful energies to just softly and slowly dissipate and disconnect their constant flow that had been feeding your physical body and your energetic hakpo. Going back to your normal breath, allowing yourself to come back to an awareness of your room around you, perhaps the beautiful faces in front of you. I'm not sure if you can see everyone as I can, but I'm seeing a lot of beautiful faces. Um, and just giving thanks for this community, this opportunity for us to come together in this sacred way and ceremony to call in these energies and these allies in support of our work as ceremonialists, as healers, as teachers, as those who can bring light into the dark areas of the Kaipacha that many of us know is desperately needed at these times. I am so grateful to be a part of this community and be able to share these types of evenings and ceremonies and work with all of you. It is such an honor and it is so needed, and you are so loved for your service, for your showing up, for your being willing to step aside for a moment to think of the others and the unseen and nature and all that we are connected to that has constantly fed us and support us, that is now in need of our constant awareness and support and Aini. So thank you for your service and for being here this evening. Okay, so I'm going to ask us to now close our sacred space, our individual mesas, and our collective space by intoning the directions one time each. So, starting in the south, inhale. Pachamama. Mama Tia, we to cha yin chi we Ichi. And again, if you're at your mesa physically or just using your creative imagination, extend your hands out in front of you, parallel over the ground, over your sacred ground, your mesa, and just pause for a moment and feel. And feel into the beauty of this work tonight that we have shared and done collectively together, and the healing that we have sent out. And for ourselves, using your left hand, dipping into our collective circle and scooping out some of this beautiful energy that we have brought here together this evening, and pull it into and put your left hand over your heart. Pull that energy from our sacred circle right into your heart center. Feel that. Feel that click in your center as that energy hits your heart. And then with your right hand, scoop up the energy that you have helped to create and contribute this evening with your right hand, and bring that up over your left hand, over your heart. And just pause and feel. And then, with one final gesture of service to others, at the count of three, we'll release the energy that we are holding in this circle and in our hearts through a fukui, lifting our hands to the Pacha and allowing this energy to just go freely out into the akantos and go wherever it is most needed at this time, in this moment, this evening. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you. Now bringing your hands back parallel over your mesa. And again, it has been an honor to be here with you this evening. I'm so grateful for all of you and for your service, for your light, for your love, and for your care for one another. Thank you so much for being here this evening. On the count of three, we will clap and fukui for the final time to seal this field of energy that we have created. 1, 2, 3. A deep bow of gratitude to you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here.